I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think, Abdul? Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
All right, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
We ready to roll?
I'm goddamn born ready.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Yeah, no shit.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Knize.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Well, they should be here, I think.
I told you, shouldn't have fucked the fucking squid.
Kelly Harris.
Tell him Kelly eats Band-Aids. If there's any gang you want to be with, it's MDK. It's all about fucking hugs.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
You know what I was thinking, though, is you're a cracker-ass bitch.
This is some unprecedented shit. Like, no one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire. Your dick's so hot.
Like, this could never air today.
It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
What's that in the intro?
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
Jose's like, are we live?
Let's goddamn do it.
I'm waiting on you guys. Jose should be here. And, I believe he in fact is. It's Tuesday.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Sure.
Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. It's 42 minutes past the hour. And this is episode number 509 on the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Miss Jason Knize.
Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Finally, Jose Guzman. God damn it.
Got you.
Kelly Harris.
We're in the cinematic age of wrestling, you guys.
And Mahoney's here.
Starting late is just a throwback thing, okay? It used to be like this all the time.
Yeah.
You know, we're not. We may be in the cinematic age of wrestling, Kelly, but we're also in the goddamn end times because we are under a frost advisory.
Dude, we had snow here.
That's bullshit.
The lawn was white.
That's horrible. Although that I remember the moment I finally decided I had to move from the northern Chicago suburbs was when we got a blizzard the week before my birthday, which is at the end of April. Yeah. I remember walking out to the car in an ankle deep snow saying, you know what? Fuck this, we're leaving. This is terrible. It's not a life worth living. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining us. We're doing the actual fantasy sports draft tonight. Should be pretty exciting. And it's good because, I don't think we've done anything else.
I'm still confused. How are we doing the draft? I thought we already picked our teams. Or we're just announcing.
Right.
We're calling it the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to call it that. Jose's like, no, fuck you. I picked my team.
Jose, you have the 8th pick.
Yeah.
Jose's like, I want one of the Charlie's Angels.
We got 14 teams, which is kind of nuts. I love it. It's very exciting.
Good turnout.
A team for every listener.
Great turnout.
Hey, but that's 100% of the listeners have a team. I mean, that's not bad. Those are pretty good numbers, right?
Looking on the bright side.
Always.
You know what's
Silver some linings.
How many times I'm going to keep talking into the mic? Hey, why am I even using it?
God damn it. So
that's our special boy.
So not a goddamn thing happening because, everyone's staying the fuck at home, not doing anything. Unless you're my neighbors, at which point you had a fucking party over the weekend.
Did you call the police?
No, Nicole would not let me call the police, but I really wanted to call the police.
I really thought all of us telling you to call the police would persuade Nicole to make you call the police.
Yeah.
I fucking
I'm
would
not
have,
sure.
man.
I don't think anything persuades Nicole.
Well, yeah, that's true. But no, we were walking. I was going out to get the trash cans from the side of the road, and looked across the road, and these fucking honkies were putting out a slip and slide, and there was like a half a dozen cars in the parking lot.
Oh my god!
And like my ears got hot immediately. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, these cracker ass bitches. I went full Mahoney on them.
My neighbors had a party as well on Easter. Their whole driveway and all the road in front of their house was full of cars. It was like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Did you call the police?
No.
You can't. If death couldn't hold Jesus back.
It's true.
Yeah, they're covered in the blood of Jesus. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We good.
Fucking ridiculous.
A slip and slide, like that is just wet and wild coronavirus.
Yeah.
Just dropping face first into a bunch of just.
Well, I mean,
do that?
to put things in perspective, like you got everybody. We did go to the store to pick up some groceries and shit last week. I hadn't left the house in so long, and it was very, very empty, which is good. Like, there was not a lot of people there, which is what you want to see.
Nope.
But everyone's like wearing masks and shit like that. But to kind of put it in perspective, there are 17 confirmed cases in the entire county. So it's like, look, no one's got it here. It's fine. Like it'd probably be okay, but still, fucking no one. Look, we all want to have parties, okay? Just fucking relax.
Yeah.
Do it when they say we can.
Yeah,
Fucking
see,
asshole.
we hit 2 grocery stores last night, and the nicer grocery store, we saw many people wearing masks, but at Aldi, we were the only ones wearing masks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You got to put a quarter in to get it, and you get your quarter back when you hand them back.
Actually, they were doing free shopping carts, and they were wiping them down for you, which was nice.
Oh, that is nice. That's good.
What makes me laugh sometimes is when they go shopping, they grab the cart and bring it over to the sandy thing and then wipe it down. It's like you've already touched it.
Yeah, but then if you've got hand sanitizer in your pocket, you can sanitize your hands.
Nah, they don't pull hand sanitizer out of the pocket.
Yeah.
I pull hand sanitizer out of my fucking pocket.
Yeah.
Well, I take hand sanitizer and go get the cart with that in my hands.
Yeah, get some juice.
Before I start.
Damn right.
I found
worst
on it
case
with my own spit too.
That juice probably kept us safe at Toy Fair.
The last event to happen in the country.
I have found that when I'm grocery shopping, if I'm looking at things, and specifically like vegetables, and I pick one up and it's not quite right, I'm like, nope, I've committed. This is my cucumber now. I can't put it back, and I can't let anybody see me put it back.
You better off as you put it back.
That's awesome.
Some people just don't give a fuck, though, man.
No. Most people don't give a fuck, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty aggravating.
Yeah.
Well, we can't have nice things.
They closed all of our buildings at work, so everybody's remote. And there was, big storms over most of the country, and people lost power, and a bunch of these dummies drove into the office, and security was like, the fuck are you doing here? Like, go away. We've been cleaning this whole place, disinfecting, and now, 45 people show up.
What a bunch of dummies.
Yeah. Big giant email over the weekend.
Like, I don't care if it rains or not. Keep your ass at home.
Basically, they were like, yeah, just to reiterate, you're not welcome here. Like, you can't come.
Also,
you lose power. Tough shit.
Going back to the parties this past weekend, of all the holidays to risk getting a fucking virus from, you're going to go with Easter?
Yeah.
Like, what a low-rung holiday.
Man, no bullshit. I swear to God, it's not a bit. There is no exaggeration in this whatsoever. Last week, Monday or Tuesday, whatever, Nicole was like, oh shit, Easter's coming up this Sunday. We gotta like get shit together for baskets. I said, or we can just like not. Like they'll never know. Like it's not like we are counting. We have a fucking Easter Bunny advent calendar. They'd never fucking know it came and went. Like they're not gonna talk to any of their friends about it. Like we could just skip Easter.
Yeah, just buy a bunch of fucking jelly beans and you're fine.
She looked at me like I was a fucking monster, you guys.
My sister-in-law was trying to get some stuffed animal, and she was like, "It's not gonna be here in time." And I was like, "So don't fucking tell him it's Easter. Just wait. Tell him it's Easter when it gets there."
No, Easter is Thursday this year.
Yeah, he won't know.
We control time right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like today's Wednesday.
Honestly, if you told me Easter was this Thursday, I would have been like, "Okay, sure."
Easter.
No one gives a shit. Well, yeah. Some people really give a shit.
Yeah, the people bathed in the blood of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the people that really give a shit, you don't want to hang out with anyway. Like, we'll buy the kids some presents and just give them to them when they get here. Did not worry about the fucking fake grass and stuff.
Did not realize they did the equivalent of an Easter nativity scene. Saw that on Instagram.
You've never heard about? That one. Okay.
Yeah.
I had never seen that either.
Never seen.
I thought you meant like the weird play crucifixions they used to do.
No,
I know about those. I did not know about the little
dioramas.
Zen garden dioramas.
Yeah, that's weird. That's got to be a new thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just white people with too much time on their hands, and nobody's working, so they're making up these weird traditions.
Look at what we've done for this year moving forward.
Yeah. It's like they're making little dioramas of Lance Archer's back tattoo.
Yeah. It's terrible. Yeah, you've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now it's crosses on a credenza.
Yep.
Oh shit! What else?
What do you think? Whoa, what crazy dumb shit can we get started?
Right? Like now's our chance to mold the world into our own image.
Yeah,
I was trying to
on anything.
I wanted people to kiss their dad on the mouth to prove they're not afraid of Corona.
Yes. Yes.
Like I just wanted Twitter to be full of pictures of grown men just kissing their dads on the mouth to own the libs.
Yes.
Listen, if you were to start that as a challenge on TikTok, there's a good chance it would take off.
Shocking good chance it would take off.
I mean, we've seen with the kid who likes to break the glasses and piss his dad off. They'll do anything to make their dads angry.
God.
Yeah, the more unwanted the kiss, the better.
Exactly. Put that in the intro.
I have bookmarked the tweet that Mahoney shared with us with the guy going around hitting stuff with the baseball bat while his brother plays the baseball song.
That's amazing.
I watched that like at least once every 2 days.
Oh, that was a really wonderful time.
Because just the twist that someone is in the room playing the organ.
Those are the Johnson brothers.
I don't know who they are.
They're just fucking YouTubers.
Tubers.
Tubers.
Yeah, I can pull that up real quick.
Rum Tum Tuggers.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the hashtag for the dad kiss. Rum tum tuggers. Send us all your rum tum tugger pics, guys.
Here, check this out.
Oh, I love this video so much. Just walking around smacking stuff. Oh, here comes mom. He looks like a fucking mannequin that escaped the store and is going on a rampage.
He is amazing.
Jesus.
They're both pretty funny. They have some good stuff. And it's real, like, quick little, like, 15-minute things. Or 15-second things. Like, this one I shared today was watching movies on the PlayStation, and it's 1 minute and 17 seconds long. It's just good, funny little bits.
Yeah. Get in, get out, do your jokes, and you're gone.
Sven and Gus. I think they're from Wisconsin, too, Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah, they got that real Wisconsin, like
That Wisconsin Gusness.
Yeah. So,
Sven and Gus.
yeah, they're real Gus and
real
Sven about
Wisconsin dirtbags.
it. They seem like sweet boys.
Yeah. Real sweet.
Mom was in on it.
It's like a Viva La Bam situation.
If you have not yet seen the dad who pretends he's a dinosaur, that thing's taken off.
No,
I don't care for that one.
Oh, it's great. He basically pretends he's a dinosaur and pisses off the mom while the kids laugh at her.
I don't like
It's
that
amazing.
one.
Dude, dinosaur? What?
Yeah,
But like,
I'll send
not-
it to you.
not great. I don't care for that one.
No, it's good. It's
I don't like.
Tell us, Stilly.
What I did
Lee,
like,
Lee,
though,
what did you think of that last one? The one we watched.
I don't like it.
All right, then I
Oh,
might
come
be
on.
Then I might be on Mahoney's side.
This shit is not for me, you guys.
It's
This shit is
just
not for me
like
at all.
it's funny on its own, but then when you think like people are all cooped up together and you're just tormenting your family members.
Like, someone's got to clean that shit up.
Well, like if you look at that, he wasn't making a big mess and then he just knocks over the silverware. It wasn't like he was breaking shit.
Yeah, well, fucking clean it up, Sven.
I'm sure they're nice boys.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
There's a million things on Netflix and apparently also Hoarders 2 series. Or so I'm told.
Yeah.
Why
there's-
would they even make 2 series of Hoarders?
Well, because they're while they're the same topic. It's like a Volcano Dante's Peak situation.
Yeah, but by the same people. That wasn't by the same people.
No, I don't know if it's by the same people though. Because
What if
there's
there's just 2 crews filming the same house at the same time?
Because there's Hoarders, which is on A&E, and you can watch on Hulu, and then there's Hoarding Buried Alive, which is on TLC, and you could watch on Amazon Prime. I just call them both Hoarders.
Well, yeah.
Like it's Kleenex, you know? But
Right.
It's all the
Hoarding
same shit.
Hoarding Buried Alive is much more of a freak show. Hoarders is much more of a self-help type thing. It's more dramatic, and like I'm not here for that. I'm
Is
not-
Hoarding Buried Alive the one you showed us?
Yes, that's
Yep, that checks out.
yeah. That's the
But I gotta say, you're better than both of them.
Am I?
Yeah.
You are. You are. You have people that love you.
Yeah, but like
You gave Jose the Rona.
But this is my people.
No, I don't know. I do have hoarding tendencies. I think we all have hoarding tendencies. Lee,
I don't know what the fuck you're
I've
talking
seen your
about,
toy
Knize.
collection.
Every time you watch one of these shows, do you just throw something away?
I do. It is very liberating. Like it makes me check myself and be like, okay, dude, this is trash now. You got to throw this away. Okay, you don't
that
got
where
to
you
buy
wreck yourself?
everything. Chill out. Well, since we're
You know what I
talking,
did buy though?
Hmm.
You know what I did buy? I bought one of them Toddy Mac Spawn Kickstarter figures.
yeah,
Oh, power to the rhino.
man,
Fucking-
Toddy Mac did it, you guys. Like, good for
Yeah.
him. He
Threw up
dreamt
a
it.
Kickstarter a few days ago with a $100,000 goal, sitting right now at over $1.4 million.
Yeah, it met its goal in what 12 minutes.
Yeah, something insane.
And
like
within
that.
the first couple of days, it had already broken 1 million. They're doing stretch
Fucking good
goals.
for that guy.
And it was just cool just to watch just the numbers just rolling in real time. It's wild.
Yeah, one of the guys in the comments is like, "Why are there no stretch goals on this?" And Todd comments, he was like, "Look, man, because I thought that if this thing made $500,000 in a month, it'd be a runaway success. Like that was our wildest dream was $500,000 in a month. Give us a minute, we'll figure something out."
What are the 4 tenets? Gotta give them a lot of plastic. You gotta give them quality. You gotta give them a brand, and you gotta give them a value.
You know what? Fuck the brand.
Yeah, I create my own shit.
If you got the other 3, you might not need the brand.
Just a lot of plastic.
This thing's got a lot of plastic. You know, the big ass fancy box. They're doing the old school clamshell, but it's resealable, which is kind of cool. I'm interested to see how they pull that off. But that was the biggest thing about those. They were a pain in the ass to open, and there was no getting them back.
Yeah, you had to
The
go at them
everywhere.
with scissors.
Yeah, which is a real bummer.
Yeah, I have never. I was thinking about it, and I've never owned a Spawn figure, but I'm just because it's beautiful. But also, just because Toddy Mac is such an inspiration, might have to throw my support behind that. Don't tell Mary.
The only one I ever had was that first one that he's, recreating, and like was some nostalgia there seeing it. I almost was convinced to donate, and then I was like, I'm not backing this.
Where am I gonna put a Spawn figure?
Yeah, I'm the one of us who does not have hoarding tendencies.
I always had like his Movie Maniacs and like, his series, but never an actual Spawn.
Well, what was it? Was it in the Kickstarter video, or was it when we talked to him at Toy Fair, where he's like, "If this works, man, like I'll bring back all that shit, like Movie Maniacs. I'll bring back those dragons because it was just a matter of
the dragons are cool.
It was
I'll take a fucking crow again, like a completely posable badass. Do it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. So I would say that this one was a bit of a success. So we'll see what happens next. I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great.
He doesn't have to deal with stores, and it's all just direct to consumer. Brilliant.
And there's a lot of value, man. It's just neat. The whole big. It's gonna be an event when that thing shows up, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. I like it. Let's see. In an effort to keep busy, built myself some models. Kelly and I were talking about models before the show.
Yep.
Kelly built himself a Kamen Rider.
Sure did.
Built myself Megazords. So I got the Power Rangers and Space Megazords, and they're pretty cool. And they combine, which is nuts. But talking about stickers, Kelly sent a picture of the Kamen Rider, and it's got all these crazy stickers on it. And they look great. Kelly did a fantastic job. And I did the Astro Megazord, which turns into the little spaceship. And I didn't realize at the time what I was doing with the stickers. I'm like, what the fuck is this sticker even supposed to be? And turns out these two stickers are halves of like the cockpit. So you put the stickers on the side of the foot. And so when you put the feet together, you see the cockpit. It is crooked as fuck. It is and I am real upset about it. So I'm like, I guess this one goes here. I don't know what the hell it's for. And then I'm like, and this one goes on. Son of a bitch.
The nice thing with the Kamen Rider was it gave you 2 sets of the stickers.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, it's like they knew. It's like there's so many tiny ones. If you fuck one up, all right, here's an extra one.
That's kind of nice.
Never heard of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the
really
first time I've ever seen something like that.
That is considerate on a grand scale.
Yeah.
I got those. So I finished the Delta Megazord, and then last night I started on the Gundam Barbatos. And let me tell you, leaping from one of those Super Mini Pla Megazords into a Master Grade Gundam, that is some night and day shit. Because, I want to say maybe 3 hours in, I had 3 hours each on those Megazords. They're kind of done. They're not super intense.
Yeah, the Kamen Rider took me about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, so 2 hours into the Barbatos, I have, I don't even want to say most of the chest done. Like it's, some of the chest. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, going up to Master Grade is a huge jump.
Yeah, it's gonna be real nice though. Like I can already tell it's gonna be amazing when it's done. And then that Final Fantasy VII remake came out, and it's real good. I've been playing that a lot whenever I can, because my kids never leave, so I don't have a lot of free time to play the games. But when I can, I've been really enjoying it. It's real pretty.
Why can't you just let them leave?
Send them over to the slip and slide.
I want to put a stake in the backyard.
Yeah.
And tie a rope around their belts and just run around in circles for a while. It'd be fine. So we're getting it's real third act of The Shining over here right now. Nicole has the loudest keyboard on planet Earth, and so today she was just. And I'm like, oh, this is some all work and no play, mate. Jack and Jill boy going on over there. This is real intense. And then the last thing I want to talk about is I was gonna save it for later on for some Likes Japan shit talk, but I'll just kind of do it now. I watched the few episodes of that B-Stars show on the Netflix.
Oh, did you get to the
Wait.
I know where this is going.
So I'm watching the B-Stars. It's like an anime on the Netflix. It's a CG. It looks wild. It's got an interesting look to it.
I've seen this on TikTok.
What's that?
I've seen it on TikTok.
Okay. I'm watching this show and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like Zootopia, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
like it's a lot like Zootopia.
Knize, you would be into it.
You're talking my language.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end of the second episode, and the rabbit's trying to suck the wolf's dick, and I'm like, oh, Knize would love this.
Oh, right. When do they get to the Judy Hopps mukbang?
At this rate, episode 4. like it's happening.
So is this like B star, like the letter B, or like B movie?
Beast, like one word, beast stars.
Beast stars. Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is like Zootopia. I tell Nicole, I go, this is like the Zootopia, but the rabbit fucks. Like, I would be all over this shit. And she was like, what? I go, yeah, no, it's a thing. You might be the target audience in ways you didn't know.
You know, Knize, I think I tried to tell you should watch Beastars.
Probably.
It can't be worse than Hoarders.
Yeah. No, stop watching Hoarders and watch Beastars.
But I love it.
Well, there's no rabbits sucking off wolves and
Guys,
Hoarders.
we're begging you.
I mean, I could. Why not both?
Sure.
Why not both?
Switch between both. Why not? You know what? Throw the Big Show in there too.
You know what? You have sold that for me. Like, I'm
How about
kind of
Terrorist
into
House?
it.
Kelly, how did the Big Show end again?
Oh, it ended with Big Show deciding.
Where's the Big Show?
Okay, well, actually, so Big Show in the show he's retired, but he was planning on making his big comeback because he missed wrestling, and he's training with Jaleel White. And yes, and the training consisted of Jaleel White just smacking him in the head with a chair. And then he got knocked out and had a dream about his kids living a life without him. And he decided, you know what? I'm not going to go wrestle. I'm going to go back home with my family because that's what's important to me.
Well, ain't that nice?
Yeah, you know, especially in the age we're in where wrestlers are having to go and wrestle during quarantine times instead of, you know, being home with their family.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. WWE is clearly an essential business.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan clearly did not post a tweet saying to his wife, I would give anything to be home with you.
Jesus.
I would give anything.
But you know what? You know
But I
what? Check the
won't
flow
give
chart.
that.
Yeah.
Check the flow chart. Did he resign? Yes. Eat shit.
So I was, I think it was the Wrestling Observer podcast, and they were talking about how because Daniel Bryan's immunocompromised and Brie is pregnant.
Oh, he should absolutely not be on the road.
But every time he does wrestle, like when he went and wrestled for WrestleMania, he had to quarantine himself away from Brie and Brie pregnant for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After WrestleMania. So the theory was.
And then his fucking dumbass goes and does it again.
Well, the theory was that they were going to tape 5 weeks worth of shit, and then
but they decided not to.
Yeah, and then Vince changed his mind, so they're gonna be live every week. So he's not going to be able to.
They taped an entire episode of SmackDown, and then Vince said, "No, do it again. It needs to be live."
Yeah, he's not going to be able to see his wife at all because
Jesus Christ.
He has to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Well, but nice. He's an essential worker.
It's ridiculous.
It's so fucked up.
If anyone can say no, it should be Daniel Bryan.
Every one of them should say no.
Well, absolutely.
Like, now
but
what?
I'm like just saying he's a guy who knows where his place in the card is. He's gonna be fine. Dude should not be working.
But
like,
also,
I get the younger guys who are just coming up and they don't want to lose their spot. I can understand that. I don't think they should, but I get it.
They're not even employees. They're independent contractors.
Yeah, no, the whole thing's ridiculous.
You got No Way Jose on a plane all by himself, flying
you
to
got
Orlando.
Jerry Lawler on a plane all by himself. The 70-year-old man that had a heart attack.
70-year-old racist-ass Jerry Lawler talking about ramen noodle moonsaults.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck?
When Jose thinks you're unwoke.
Yeah, a Japanese guy did a move, and he called it a ramen noodle moonsault.
Oh, like a summer. So not salt, like salt and pepper, like a
No, a
summer
moonsault is a wrestling move.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Which
flip.
wasn't even what he actually did.
Right.
But
Where'd
so
the ramen noodle come from?
he's Japanese.
So it was just a racist thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He could have called him look at that egg roll flip.
Yeah.
Flying
That's
burrito.
fucked up, Lawler.
Yeah.
He's
Lawler's
still
real.
jerking off in shoes?
Probably.
Nice.
It's so
Well, I mean,
weird.
it's better than him.
Fuck it, right?
It's better than him raping underage girls.
Oh, God.
I know, yeah. Well,
yeah, I
he
guess.
get busted for that?
Yeah.
Oh.
How underage?
It doesn't matter.
Not my head.
Well, no. I mean, it does kind of matter. Like,
Let's move on.
no,
No, I think it does. That's how he
no.
got away with
Let me
it.
ask you. Yeah, the 17 and a half and 7 and a half. Like
Yeah,
those are
no, I
completely
think
different mindsets.
Jose's onto the
It
track
matters
of
a
how
lot.
he got away with it.
Yeah, I'm just asking what was the age?
Jose, you're asking a little too hard.
Jose's like asking for a friend.
Hey man, I ain't talking about FPing. I'm just talking about I'm just trying to get some facts.
Oh, my God.
Kelly, what else you been doing? Quickly.
Nothing. I've been. Well,
I keep
today
you guys on your toes.
I caught up on wrestling for the first time in 2020.
Hey, look
all,
at you.
all it took was a horrible pandemic.
So you
I
watched
know.
everything or just what you wanted to watch?
Everything I wanted to watch.
Okay. So
We
Yeah.
talk about this a lot, and sometimes I think you think I'm joking, but I feel like I've never heard any of you say anything positive about wrestling, and I honestly don't know why you would spend so much time catching up on it.
I say things positive about wrestling all the time.
Yeah,
on
that's
Twitter.
not true, Mahoney.
Play the tape.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, but most of it's in Mahoney sounds like womp 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 womp
True.
womp womp womp.
Mahoney, I have an
Womp, womp,
entire
womp.
Google Doc I could give to you of things I like.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
no, thank
Cody,
you.
but you won't hear it, Mahoney.
Yeah, we just don't talk positively about WWE.
Yeah, because they're a trash bag company.
Oy. You don't have to watch it. This is your hoarders.
It is. That on that front, you're correct.
But I enjoy hoarders. I'm not punishing myself. Like, everybody acts like I'm hurting
Listen.
myself.
None of us believe that you're not punishing yourself with all of this hoarders.
Even if you don't know it, we know.
Yeah, we know that deep down you're doing this to hurt yourself.
But you know what I punished myself with this past week? Was on NXT this past week. There was the hour-long Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa cinematic experience.
No. What's it called?
What is it called? Oh shit! What is it called?
Was it called Rebel Heart versus
Rebel
Blackheart?
Heart versus Blackheart.
One Last Beat?
Yeah. And it was so fucking bad, you guys.
I'm bad.
It's just watching two dudes jerk themselves off for a full hour.
Anybody get hung from a weight machine?
Thankfully, no. But there was a weird spot where Johnny tried to hold Tommaso's hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah.
But
I still don't even really understand what they were going for in the context of
Like-
everything.
like, we're friends. Like, stop beating the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But they didn't need to zoom in on them holding hands.
Yeah. And then it all ended with guy getting kicked in the nuts. My favorite thing about the match, though, was watching how many bottles of water they just like destroyed over the course of the match from just stuff
See,
falling
You
off
tell
of
me that
tables.
you like wrestling, and then you'll say things like, "My favorite part of the match was watching them destroy bottles of water," and I
Because
just
the
don't
match-
believe it.
That's because the match was very bad.
Yeah, you don't
And
say.
and the high point was watching just all this dumb shit in the background.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was
I heard
real.
Mahoney's argument.
It was real bad. But you know what I did watch today that I liked a lot? Y'all know Masato Tanaka.
Fuck yeah.
Familiar with his work, yes.
Watched him wrestle in that tiny little room that I went to in Japan.
Oh, wow.
And he did his normal style of match. just swinging chairs and in that tiny ass little room.
Oh my God! Have you
that's
linked
awesome.
this on your Twitter, or did you share this with us?
I can send you a link. It's awesome. Yeah, no, like it wasn't like concussing because you can't.
I'm about to
Get
say you
the
can't really
chair
get a
up.
whole lot of torque on him there.
Yeah, you can't really get the chair up that high. But man, it was a lot of fun. He wrestled Balianaki. Oh, and earlier in the show, there was a bit where Emi Sakura was exposed as not being the Queen superfan she really is.
Oh,
Because Antonio Honda started to sing the lyrics to "We Will Rock You" and stopped and made her try and sing, and she couldn't. And she goes, "I don't know English."
True.
And then he got her in an armbar and tapped her out real fast. And
Oh, that's fucking
My
ruthless.
God.
Jesus.
it was amazing.
see, he liked
That's
that, Mahoney.
Unnecessarily mean.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing their own little like no fans shows. I mean, most of their shows are close to being no fans because there's 70 people there at a sellout.
Just hanging
They
in the
could bear-
windows.
Yeah, they could barely get us in with 70 people.
Come here, Gaijin.
Yeah. Here, we found you seats. I just linked it in our chat. The match is about 32 minutes in, Knize. Or 37 minutes in, I believe.
Wonderful.
And then... Yeah, that's about it. Really haven't been doing much. Just sitting around watching stuff.
Fuck yeah, high
Yep.
five watching stuff.
That's all we do nowadays.
Yeah.
What you watching, Jose?
Well, did I tell you we finished all of Bob's Burgers?
No.
Wait, I don't think you even told us you started.
That's
Bob's
Yeah, I
Burgers.
also
Bob's
don't
Burgers.
think you told us you started Bob's Burgers.
Well, we started and finished Bob's Burgers.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
We started and finished Silicon Valley.
God, I wish I
Wow.
didn't have kids, you guys. That all sounds so like fun. Sounds like so much fun.
Tomorrow is GOT Day. We're gonna finish that. We're still on the last two. I think we got drunk, and we had a hangover. We watched so much Games of Thrones in such a short period of time. Now that they're like an hour and a half each, we're taking a break. We're
And there was
taking a
just
breath.
so much.
Nothing wrong with that.
There was just so much
So we got-
walking.
So much who?
There was just so much walking that you watched, probably. So
No,
much.
they barely walk along that last season. They just teleport places.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you're pushing buttons, Knize, because there's a large segment of the internet that's very upset about how quickly they traveled in the final season.
Yeah,
of
but
Game of Thrones.
isn't like the
More walking.
isn't like the 3 or 4 seasons before that just trying to get somewhere?
Right.
Basically, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. Is like they established this unnecessarily long amount of time to travel somewhere, and then they were like, "Yeah, you know what? That's probably too much time. We can speed that up for you." And everybody was like, "No, you fucking set a precedent, and you better take the same amount of time to get places every single time you go there." And everybody got mad. It's like we don't want to watch them walk for a whole half a season,
But I walk so cool.
but some people do.
Yeah, someone described the last season of Game of Thrones as being using the fast travel with the side quest option turned off.
So we're on the last two. So we want to watch those two in a row. So it's being in the right mindset for 3 hours of Game of Thrones. Let's end it, and that hasn't been there yet.
And that'll be an exciting update to hear when you finish.
Yeah.
So
So we're gonna tear through those most likely tomorrow. I think we're gonna do a nooner.
Nice.
We're gonna try to bang the lengths of both.
Love it.
And then
That
Shrek
sounds
forever
great,
after.
Jose. I looked at Nicole the other day and I said, "Man, people with no kids are having a lot more fun with this than we are." She's like,
Well,
"What do you mean?" I
except
go,
for we are, but at the same time, we're kind of done with each other right now.
Yeah, I can see
Like-
that.
When I have my moments, she's in here like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking busy. I'm doing something." But then when she's the other end and I'm fucking bored out of my mind, my hard drive on the laptop took a shit, so I had no like real laptoping I could be doing for the past week. So I'm out there like, "Hey, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, fuck off."
I mean, it's hard. You don't even get like there's no commute time. There's literally no time just alone.
And now we're going to bed at like the same time, and it's like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm like, I liked you when you were at work. And she's like, I liked you when you were out of town.
Wow.
So we don't have that. Like, get the fuck away from me for a little bit moment.
Yeah.
Okay, now imagine that, Jose. But there's also a tiny version of yourself running around, keeping you from doing anything you want to do.
And they are so lonely and so talkative and so needy.
Yeah, don't have that.
It fucking sucks.
Just got a big ass puzzle.
That puzzle looks so terrible. No wonder you're losing it putting together that blue puzzle.
Oh, you talking about that one puzzle? That one really big puzzle?
Yeah, we're about to flip the fucking... Oh, the one of the guy in the hallway?
Yeah.
That puzzle?
I'm going to get you a puzzle of that picture. I'm going to figure out a way.
I'm real close to sending that guy in a group message to my in-laws.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it live on air.
You want to talk about Elf on a Shelf?
Jeez.
Fucking, how about a goddamn hog and a log? This guy, Captain Knize over here, sent me a nice little avocado clutch, little coin purse.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
In the shape of an avocado, and it's got a zipper, and it feels like a fucking avocado.
Oh my god!
I'm like, I don't know what he'll use this for, but he'll probably put drugs in it. But it's pretty cool. That's fine. Why not? It was an Instagram ad that actually worked.
Gotcha.
It's called GuacCon, and it's just this little rubber fucking coin purse with a zipper in it that's shaped like an avocado. Looks real.
Looks real as fuck. I mean, if you angled it to where you couldn't see the zipper and you just walked by it, it'd be an avocado on a fucking table.
Hey, what are you doing with that avocado, sir?
How come you got avocados in your room all the time?
It will not go through the metal detector at the airport, though. Please don't.
Or past the drug dogs.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Maybe that's your secret. You can be like, oh yeah, no, the dogs just like it because it's an avocado.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
It's food.
Yeah. That's my
no
secret.
need to look at it.
The dogs always like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just, going fucking stir crazy. You gotta stop being fucking dumb.
It's a good idea.
It's gotta be a little bit more active. But I'll tell you what, gonna finish fucking Punisher. Ooh. So, Punisher, The Leftovers, Breaking Bad.
Wow. How are you bored?
Well, no. I'm saying these are like the next ones we're starting. These are the next ones we're starting.
But even then, I haven't been bored in 20 years.
Yeah, I can't be bored.
If I
have too
watch
many things
too
to
much
do.
TV, I just get tired and I want to go to bed.
You know what you got to do, Jose? You know where you got to watch it.
In the
watch
shower.
it in the shower. Yeah.
That's usually where I watch my sports.
There you go.
Which of lately has been not much.
Yeah.
So
That,
I've been playing a lot of video games. Warzone. If you all playing Warzone, Apex, NBA 2K, hit me up.
Oh man, they're saying that they're not going to make a WWE 2K game this year.
That's probably for the best.
After the fucking travesty of last year, you take the L on the coronavirus and be like, yeah, give us another year.
Yeah, but that's sad because
it's
they
very
have
sad.
their shit together. That's so sad.
I have never, ever heard of a game being so bad that the PlayStation Store was like, yeah, we will refund you this.
Oof.
Like, that does not happen. They're like, no, you installed it. Fuck you.
And I was really excited when I heard 2K was taking over the game, because I love the basketball game's great. I mean, it's got some issues, but it's not broke like that.
No, horrible.
People
Really
don't have blue balls on their chin.
What?
I don't know. They just had all kinds of glitches where people were just looking weird. Like their eyes were hanging out.
The ball
Their
glitches.
balls were on their chin.
Yeah, we all know about the ball glitches.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine a camel clutch on a fucking pair of chins with some nuts on it. Talk about a low blow.
Do it. Imagine it right now.
I'm imagining it.
Think about it. Think about trying to camel clutch a guy with that hog on his chin. You know what hog I'm talking about.
It'd be difficult.
Well, talking about video games, Eric Magnus in the chat, shout out, asks, did you guys talk about the part Asian NASCAR driver who got caught saying the N-word live during iRacing?
Nope.
I heard vaguely something that it happened.
Oh, I saw it. Who's
Yeah. Tito sent
Tito
it out.
shared it, yeah.
What did he do? He was like the NASCAR did like a virtual race, right?
Yeah, they were doing like an online, video game race challenge, and they're filming him like it's, Twitch or something. And at some point, he didn't think people could hear him.
Oh no!
And so he was like, "Can you hear me? Like, are you there? Are you there?" And then he just drops the N-word, and then they're like, "Yeah, we can hear you." And he's like, "Oh," and then just continues on.
Mic check.
Just like for no reason, like no context, just for the hell of it.
And it was probably just a matter of he felt comfortable on the stream. It's probably the words that he throws out there a lot, and
yeah, he was in his zone. He felt he was in his element. He thought he was in his little geekman pad.
Got his ass fired. Good riddance. You get zero. You get zero N-words.
Yep.
Nah, no, none.
Yeah,
Zero.
but you do know it's NASCAR, right?
Yeah, but you still get zero.
That's the real N-word, NASCAR.
You know what? I think I might with Jose on this one. Like, if you're looking at your target audience, NASCAR might be the way to go.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time any of them have heard or said it.
But if you take that stance, NASCAR, you're the N-word company now. So, like, better own up to it.
I'm just saying.
That's the tagline.
NASCAR, you're the N-word company now.
NASCAR, capital N.
Yeah, he's the same guy that when asked who his favorite football team was, he said, anyone that stands.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. Ouch. That makes sense. That completely, if you connected dots, all of that lines up.
Sure. Of course.
You don't even have to connect them. You can tell what the picture is just looking at the dots. You don't need the lines.
You need to color that one in.
Yeah.
Oh, NASCAR.
Yeah, I was surprised when he said it on the stream, something didn't pop up that said, achievement unlocked. Said the N-word.
Get fired at first NASCAR event. See, what it is they're going in too many circles. They're just busy. They're all just in a dizzy state of mind.
It's like a different type of CTE.
Yeah. Just the whole world to them just feels like it's just going in a circle.
Ridiculous.
It kind of is.
What's you got going on, Knize?
I bet you that's how they vacuum and mow the lawn. Spiral.
That's a fucking
collapses
Sears
in
commercial
on-
right there, Jose. That is great. If that doesn't already exist. So yeah, Bernie was right. He was right all along. I had my trip to the hospital this past month. I hit the Centricare first, or the walk-in clinic. They sent me to the ER. Then I took a nice ambulance ride over to the other wing of the hospital in Orlando. Stayed there for 4 days. So, the 4-day hospital stay, that's a lot of money. But we have insurance, thankfully, through Mary's job. But, we were going to be paying out of pocket, upwards of $8,000 almost. But there was this one fucking charge that kept pending on our insurance for $16,000 from this fuck called Ross.
Ross.
Fucking Ross.
Come to find out, he's a doctor that claims he saw me, but I didn't recognize this motherfucker at the first ER, and he was out of our insurance network. So he's charging us $16,000 for seeing me probably for 5 minutes at best, and not under our insurance. So that's pretty cool.
Is gross.
That's really great. But apparently there's a Florida law that says if you get seen by a doctor that's out of network in Florida in an ER, at most you have to pay what you would pay insurance, because it's some sort of Florida patient rights thing. But yeah, that's fucking cool. But wouldn't it be great if a lot of finger pointing goes at the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies, but then there's just dickhead rogue doctors just seeing people that aren't covered by insurance and then being like, $16,000, please.
Well, it's fucked up is the afterwards, everybody's got no problem pointing at each other, not giving answers until the bills due, then all the fingers are pointing at you, and they're like, hey, you, pay this.
Yeah.
Like, well,
that takes some cast iron balls. You almost have to respect it.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Maybe.
Knize is like,
but I did have my 2-week follow-up from getting out of the hospital, and everything was good.
Did your balls?
No, it was very brief.
Did it make you cough?
It was
Did it make
you
cough the first time you were in there?
It was no contact, because I've been feeling great. Better than before I got sick. So, nothing really to it. Probably could have not gone into the doctor's office at all to do this, but then I had to get on and try and schedule a colonoscopy for a few weeks from now, and they're fine just doing it over the phone. But even though I'm talking to a gastroenterologist over the phone, I still got a bill for like $300. But
oh my God.
that's just how it goes.
No, dog, that's my time.
So
They're like, somebody's got to put gas in the boat.
Right. Looking to get a colonoscopy in a few weeks, end of June, depending on where things are with the virus. Because if shit's still bad, they're not doing elective surgeries. But if it goes down, I'm gonna get me some of that Michael Jackson milk. The doctor was so stoked for propofol. She was like, "I love propofol. It's dope." You're gonna wake up, you're not gonna have a hangover, man. You're not gonna know nothing. You're not gonna know we had a camera up your butt at all.
Nope. And the best thing is you're gonna feel so ready to go do something.
After?
You're gonna feel, you will feel like refreshed, because you will be in such a deep sleep. You will have rested.
I love it. I've been sleeping great, but bring it.
Real rest, and it'll feel like maybe 20 minutes had passed.
Cool.
And you will wake up feeling refreshed.
My mom,
that's like, refreshed is the feeling. Great. And they're like, you may be wheezy. I was like, nah, dog, let's go.
my mom said,
I am good.
I
almost hopped out.
My mom said when you get a colonoscopy, when you come out of it, a bunch of people stand around and wait for you to fart afterwards. Yep. So I'm looking forward to that. That's kind of cool. I've never had like a captive audience.
Yeah, it's real uncomfortable.
If you're feeling good, be like, oh God.
But the good news is, like, it's not really a fart. It's just like blowing out the air they pumped into your butthole.
Sure.
So it's not gonna stink or anything. But
Lee, I hate to break it to you, but blowing the air out of your butthole is definitely a fart.
Yeah, but it's like regular air. Like they just put like a
Oh,
big
okay.
pump up your butthole and they pump it up and they put a camera in there.
I was assuming they're gonna like hose me out first.
Yeah, but don't you have to enema
Yeah.
yourself?
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
right. You're not.
Yeah,
they're
you
not gonna
gotta
hose
shit
you
your
out.
pants a whole bunch.
They're not gonna hose you out, but they're gonna give you a drink. I had to do this when I had to have a colonoscopy like 10 years ago, and
Goddamn, you're 50?
I had some polyps in my butt, so they fixed those. No big deal.
What, like hemorrhoids?
No, there was some just benign polyp things.
Could
It
be
wasn't a big deal.
cancer. Get it out of the way of your turds.
Yeah, pretty much. But the guy's like, okay, you can take this. He's like, you're gonna take the day off of work, and take this. And I'm like, I don't have to miss work. He goes, you're gonna want to miss work. I'm like, how bad could it be? He's like, don't leave the house. And I'm like, okay, whatever. To take the day off of work, and I drink the thing, and it's horrible. Like it tastes real bad, and then it's like, if you ever put your thumb over the end of a garden hose, it was like that, but my butt. It was horrible. And it went on. I had to do like 3 times, and it just goes. There's no break in between the 3 doses. It's just all the time. Like things came out of me that I ate in middle school that were still hanging out.
God.
Like it was. Like, there's just nothing left anymore. And
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
I couldn't have gone to work. He was right.
I love it. I'm super into it.
Could you imagine you tempted fate and you're out shopping?
Oh God, no. I cannot imagine. This is the worst.
I've been kind of bummed because once I got off the antibiotics, get
He
it?
said bum.
Yeah, once I got off the antibiotics, my number 2s have not been as easy. So it's like, man, kind of want them antibiotics back because that shit was just falling out of me.
Yo, you got any of them good laxatives?
Yeah.
Let me get that shit that make you shit.
So we went to the doctor for the follow-up, and then, we were out, and we're not getting out much. So Mary's been doing a lot of gardening in our time at home, which is nice. She's got some herbs, she's got some flowers.
She can do something. I like it. I like it.
And baby steps.
Yeah, get that broad to do something.
We'll see if she can keep some plants alive, and then we'll get her like a hamster or something, and then go from there. See what happens. But so we stopped at Lowe's to look at some plants and shit, and man, it was fucking a lot of people there, and a lot of really old people just out and about, just not giving a fuck, man. It's wild.
What the fuck?
And then I saw one of the most horrible things I've seen during this whole crisis. We're outside in the landscape area, and there's a stack of Adirondack chairs, plastic Adirondack chairs. And I look, and there's a can of chicken Vienna sausages.
That was so fucking gross.
Sitting there, open, empty, with the water in the bottom of the Vienna sausage can. So some fucking savage was walking around the landscape department at Lowe's, eating Vienna sausages by hand, fucking probably licking their fingers the whole time, and then just said, I'm done with these. Here you go, chair. Enjoy my trash.
That is some apex level Florida shit right there.
Basically a petri
He was
dish.
holding it, and he became the chair.
Oh my God.
But
like Turbo Team.
I see. I've been enjoying the whole quarantine thing because my life hasn't really changed. I just don't go out as much anymore. I didn't get out much before that, but still fucking. I've been doing great actually. Sleeping well. Me and Mary eat lunch together every day. It's fucking dope. I sexually harass her in the kitchen. So tonight I met up with Jose to drop off the laptop, and there's like no cars on the road. It's real quiet out. All these places, these animals are coming out of the woodwork because people aren't out polluting things, and climate's getting better, and air quality's getting better. And it's like, maybe we need to do this like for a month once a year. Just fucking lock down and see how things heal.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah, it's really not the worst idea.
Oh, so you're in for it, Mahoney. What do you think? What do you think,
No,
Lee?
everyone should get a month off of work.
Right.
I mean, maybe everyone to be a little more sane. Just everybody.
For real?
Stagger it, and you just get a month off. They do that overseas.
No. You do a month at everybody at once for a month because it chills everything out. You know?
But can you do that without creating a panic every time? I'm not going through this fucking toilet paper shit again.
Well, we would have to be better prepared. What do you think, Lee? Are you in?
I don't know, maybe.
We'll see. We'll see how we get out of this one. But
What month?
Yeah.
Talk to me when the world stops burning this time, and we'll see what happens.
How about August?
What if this is it, though? What if, this is it? You don't ever get to go outside.
I have definitely considered that.
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
It might be.
I'll tell you what. I'm getting a new TV.
Yeah.
We're thinking about it.
Rioting.
What? You going rioting?
Who wants to come looting?
And then we watched.
As a people, we don't do that no more. We don't go get TVs.
It's frowned upon.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see where we get to.
We also watched Lego Movie 2, which was decent. It's on Hulu right now because Hulu's running a bunch of free HBO shit.
Movie 2's okay. It's all right.
It's okay. I like the songs in it. The songs are catchy. Like there's actually a song this song is gonna get stuck inside your head. Is the chorus of it.
Yeah, I remember that, and it does.
And then on Disney Plus, we watched a couple episodes of Be Our Chef. It's the Disney competition cooking show hosted by Angela Kinsey from The Office, who I gotta say, man, as they've been getting older, I think I've been becoming more of an Angela man. You know,
really?
Pam was the thing back in the day, but Angela's kind of a snack, y'all.
There was a moment earlier this week, and I was walking through, and Nicole was watching The Office because that's become her thing now that she can't watch The Friends because she just won't fuck around with the VPN for reasons unknown.
I love it.
And I was like, you know what? Meredith can kind of get it.
Meredith?
Oh, no.
Oh, Lee's been in lockdown way too long.
You guys go outside.
Nicole said, you've been home way too long ago. I said it, and I felt bad about it immediately.
When she shaves her head, when she gets lice, Pam's like, you know what? You're really pulling that off.
No, it was when she was trying to get Jim to sign her cast, but she fractured her pelvis.
Oh, yeah.
And she was thrusting her crotch at Jim, and I said, you know what? Meredith can get it. Nicole's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, it's a Disney Plus produced game show, so it's not the best thing in the world, and a lot of white families versus brown families, which I find weird. But the funny thing about the whole thing is the grand prize is a Disney cruise, and it's like, ouch.
TBD.
But they did a thing.
Disney cruise.
They did a thing where you had to classify classify produce as either a vegetable or a fruit. And I'll be damned, all the vegetables I love are fucking fruits. I had no idea cucumber was a goddamn.
If it grows on a vine, it's technically a fruit.
Well, and if it has seeds, cucumber's a fucking fruit, you guys.
Yeah.
I thought it was a vegetable this whole time.
Yep.
Avocado, fruit.
Yep.
Pickle is an avocado, or pickle is a cucumber.
My mind is blown. Pickle is avocado.
Pickles are ravioli.
Holy shit.
Oh, avocado is kind of a ravioli.
I don't think anything with a pit is a ravioli. Plus, the skin isn't edible. No, it's not a ravioli. Get the fuck out of here.
I crush your logic of it now.
Kelly's like, no.
No, doesn't work.
Crushing my dreams all night, Kelly.
No. Outstanding.
Oh my god.
Are you guys? You brought up the Lego. You guys watching the Lego Masters, the builder?
No, I think it is on
It's pretty
Hulu,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
it's on Hulu. Tomorrow night is the season finale.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched an episode of it, and we all kind of liked like what they were building, but agreed that all the people are the worst people.
Yes, they are. Yes.
But I
But
couldn't
there's-
decide
there's
which
some
one of the
build-
teams I would like to murder first.
Okay, so you only saw the first one?
Yeah.
Who do you think makes the final three? Or do you already know? Have you seen?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine that like probably the two guys, the two beardy bros, probably go pretty
Okay.
far. I would imagine. Because I hate her, the old southern lady with the giant hair probably goes.
Okay.
And then I don't remember much about the other ones except for the one guy that was wearing like a fucking denim romper with pigtails, and I'm like, you should have rethought that whole outfit.
Okay.
Didn't care for that
Do you
guy.
You want me to
He was
say how many you're right on?
Sure.
You got 2 out of 3. I'll tell you
Hey.
which 3.
All right. Something to look forward to. Oof. I find myself looking at a
Picture of Meredith.
GameCube and a gameplay video of this Charlie's Angel game.
Oh
it's
man.
bad.
I watched
Holy
one last night. It was
shit.
like a playthrough. It was so bad. I couldn't
Oh my
turn it
god!
off.
It might be the same one I'm looking at right now.
There's when the Cameron Diaz character comes on, she has a move that she like smacks her ass and like booty bumps him. It's amazing.
Fucking love
I don't
that
know.
movie.
This is horrible.
Yeah. Absolutely terrible.
What else you got going on, Mahoney? Before we move on.
Well, I watched that Outlander show.
Oh.
And so last week, Kelly was like, "Hey, isn't that one with that really weird rape scene?" And I was like, "No, I don't think that's this one." Yeah, it turns out that was that one. It was definitely that one. So I can't say that I recommend Outlander season 1 to anybody, because like, here's the deal: like, it's 2 guys. I don't have any problem with it being 2 guys. It doesn't bother me at all. It was just a horrendously violent, graphic, like 45-minute long exchange.
Yeah, that's specifically what I
45
was
minutes,
asking
like it's the
about.
bulk of the episode.
It was basically the entire finale. What happens, spoilers if you're going to watch Outlander. Dude gets captured, and he's locked up in jail with this sadistic, captor. And they come to rescue him. And the love interest, gets there, but, they capture her. And so they're basically like, all right, well, they've smashed his hand with a hammer now and just destroyed it. It's, flat. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to kill your wife here. And he's like, no. Like, let her go and I won't resist. Like, whatever you're going to do is fine. And so they hammer his hand to the table, like with a nail. And then they throw her out of the prison while she's, sobbing and shaking and miserable. And then they go back, and it's just the rest of the episode is them torturing and raping the dude. And it's like, this is awful, like horrendous, like stuck in your mind forever bad. So if you do want to watch Outlander, maybe just skip over the end of the first season and continue on when everybody's back in season 2.
That sounds like a real tough sit.
It was not enjoyable at all.
Sounds like a creative choice there, people at Stars. Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, why did you have to go this hard?
But if you did enjoy it, you just found yourself a new kink that you
Yeah.
didn't know you had.
You should get some help.
Yeah, maybe don't explore that one.
If you find yourself listening to what Mahoney is saying and saying, what's the fucking problem? It's you. You're the problem. And you should go get some help as soon as possible.
Or at least an escort.
Oh,
Nope.
God.
Nope, just help.
Yeah, no, don't inflict that on anybody.
Oof.
I mean,
This
if it's
Charlie's Angels gameplay video is 2 hours long. And every time I click through it, it's still really bad.
I want to say Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on it that was pretty good.
That sounds like something he would do.
That game looks just... I'm not even sure how, who sat down and made it? It looks so bad.
Looks like middle schoolers.
It really does.
Because you know what else came out on the GameCube? That first batch of Resident Evil remakes, and they were great looking.
Yeah.
Like the GameCube had some power. Like this does
GameCube
not
was
do
the
it justice
shit.
at all. Terrible. Anything else we're talking about, Mahoney?
No, that's it.
Because
I've
man,
made
we're
it
gonna.
through 4.5 seasons of Outlander, so that's all I've been doing.
Jesus, that's a lot of Outlander.
It is.
All right, so before we pull back the curtain and reveal the teams for this latest actual fantasy sports, Knize cooked up a pretty good classic for us. What you got, Knize?
Yeah, this is from episode 384. It was the first actual fantasy sports competition, the first round of the actual fantasy basketball tournament, with the classic debate of Mahoney's team of Downtown Lois Lane, Jimmy the Kid Olsen, and Infectious Lass.
Infectious Lass.
Versus my team of the Gotham Rogues. Originally a 20-minute bit that I was able to trim down to 7 minutes and 21 seconds, so nice and bite-sized for you.
All right.
I'm not even sure how you managed.
Enjoy this one back in a minute.
And now, a curated selection from deep within the Popcast Network archives. We proudly present this Popcast classic.
You got Jimmy the Kid Olsen. You got Lois the Assassin Lane. And then Infectious Lass.
Who the fuck is Infectious Lass?
Infectious Lass is a member of the Legion of Superheroes. And her power is that she is.
I have
power,
no doubt that she is a Legion member.
Her power is that she can make people sick. And so step one, beginning of every single game, she's given that other team violent diarrhea.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is a real thing.
So good luck. Good luck, Deadshot. Sinking all your baskets while you're shitting your pants.
I feel like if you're at the top of your game, no matter what, shitting your pants isn't going to change that.
You got all the abdominal cramps and all the other nonsense that comes with it.
You do to combat that? You low post their team for the whole shot clock. And let's see how long you keep that diarrhea flowing, and it's on you, too.
That's fine, because Lois is out there beyond the three-point line draining shots.
Where? In what fucking universe?
In our universe.
The Lois Lane Jimmy Olsen thing.
I am fully confident that Jimmy Olsen could just sink shots.
No, fuck you.
No, I am. Based on the Jimmy Olsen that is in the 1970s Jack Kirby run on Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen's kind of a badass, knocking dudes out, tossing shit around.
He's the Larry Bird of this tournament.
Yeah.
Zero in the chat says Clayface should be immune to the poopy pants, and Deathstroke is such a professional he'd just ignore the poop dripping down his legs. And I say
nobody can just ignore poop.
Ignore the poop.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about
Clayface is 100% immune to the poop.
You got to think about like soldiers in a foxhole, like in the middle of a war. Like if you got poopy tummy, you can't just go like sit it out. You have to power through that shit.
That's fine, but they're not. Let's say there's a bunch of soldiers sitting in their foxholes, shitting their pants. They're not hitting all those opposing soldiers as accurately as they maybe would be if they weren't shitting their pants.
I'll give you this. Let's say,
but all they need to do is just get the shot off and hit rim. Clayface might be pulling out the rebound.
Yeah, let's
Clayface
say
is going to have to be doing everything. Yeah, everybody else is going to be laying on the ground shitting their pants.
Let's say Deadshot and Deathstroke both are laying on the ground shitting their pants. We agree that Clayface is immune to the pants shitting because he doesn't wear pants. He's essentially
basically a giant pile of diarrhea anyway.
Exactly.
But here's the other problem, though. Let's say they make every shot. That's fine. But they got to play defense, so the other team's scoring all the time now.
Which team are you talking about? Which team are you talking about?
Whatever. The team giving them the fucking shits, man. They got to play defense.
The team name, Jose. The team name is FYI. Infectious Lass will give the other team diarrhea.
My point is, even if you take Deadshot and Deathstroke out of the equation, which I don't agree with, I will still put up Clayface against all three of them.
I gotta give this one to Mahoney.
But I'm still not sold on what makes Lois Lane. Okay, you sold me on Jimmy Olsen. 70s white boy, I'll give him that.
Fuck you, sold you on Jimmy Olsen. That's Jimmy Olsen going against Clayface. Jimmy Olsen.
It's Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, and Infectious Last going against Clayface.
And I totally believe that Jimmy Olsen has something in his back pocket from the Cadmus Institute that'll take out Clayface.
But now here's the downfall of them shitting their pants everywhere. That court's very slippery.
Which
that affects everybody.
But it benefits Clayface because Clayface is sliding around anyhow.
You know what happens? So she makes them shit their pants. Let's say the highly unlikely situation that Deadshot can still sink a basketball while he's violently shitting his pants. Now you have the flu. Like, we'll just keep piling the shit on until he's so sick he can't
What if
stand.
she makes Clayface just be full of tumors?
There you go. I'm going to give Clayface cancer.
So, like, I just get cancer and then what, 20 years later I end up dying? Or what?
No, it's really bad. It's like
immediate
really...
stage 4.
Yeah.
But like after the game, though, she takes it away, so it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Real funny joke, guys, but vote for the correct team. You know what I'm saying? I love Mahoney's creativity. But you're essentially voting for a making everybody shit their pants joke.
Okay. So the game starts, and except for Clayface.
Yep.
Now Clayface can move. Now you have the Great White Hope, Jimmy Olsen, who is Larry Bird on steroids.
As they're shitting their pants, Infectious Last has told Clayface she's given him cancer, but didn't really actually give him cancer.
So you know what? And then Clayface is like, you know what? I'm gonna win this one for Deadshot and Deathstroke as they're over there wiping their butts, and this will be my last heroic effort before I die of cancer. Thanks, Infectious Last. And I'm also going to talk to the commissioner after the game. I'm going to appeal this ruling.
If you had somebody else other than Lois Lane, maybe?
If I had somebody else other than Lois Lane, this would be the most unfair team in the history of basketball.
That was his point, because it was originally Dr. Manhattan, Jimmy Olsen, and Lois Lane. So then he was like, who else can I make everyone shit their pants? So changed it to Infectious Last. He threw in Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane as an insult to whoever gets beat by this team. I made you shit your pants, and then I had Lois Lane dunking on you.
So, and I would like to point out that literally the only one of Dr. Manhattan's powers I had any interest in using was his ability to make the other team shit their pants.
Join us again next week for yet another Popcast Classic.
That could never air today.
It shouldn't have aired then.
No.
I ended up defeating.
Howling.
I ended up defeating Mahoney in that matchup, and then made it all the way to the finals, I believe, against Juggalo John, or maybe the semifinals. And Mahoney was the deciding vote.
And what happened?
You got me. You got me back, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure did.
I was in there taking a piss, and then I realized my headphones were on, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I needed Otherwise, just over this bit is just a long stream of whiz.
Like I saw that video that went viral. Sadly, it went viral at that 9-person Zoom meeting, and the one lady just carries her laptop into the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
We
watched
watched
that.
One of those 8 people sold her the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
We watched,
and not a single one of them stopped her before she sat.
They tried?
No, they didn't try.
There's a couple that are waving her
no
off.
one said shit.
She wasn't paying attention though. She was just like, "Dur, dur, 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 dur."
Yeah, but they didn't even stop until she was actively peeing. They weren't like, "Hey, Karen, we can see you. You
Where
know,
you going?
like
What are you doing? Why are you setting it on the floor? Oh, there's your pussy.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they wanted to wait and see what the angle was.
There's absolutely no way that Deadshot can sink a basket with violent diarrhea.
Okay.
We're not doing this again.
There's no way.
What we
Also,
are doing.
The best part of that entire thing was when Infectious Lass told Clayface that he had cancer, but she didn't really give him cancer.
Just to mess with him.
Because Zero said I wasn't allowed to give him cancer.
But Infectious Lass, like, cancer, is that an infection?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
He's like, it's illegal, so I'm just saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether it's legit or not, it's in his head.
I bet you Kobe Bryant was out there on the court being like, hey, man, I bet you got cancer right now.
Man, are you okay? You look sick. Is that a lump? What's going on?
He's looking a little bit peaked.
Yeah,
Oh,
and as the
awesome.
quarters go on, they keep, man, is that lump getting bigger?
So this time we are doing actual fantasy sports eSports edition.
Oh, man.
Shall we play a game?
All right. So the rules are, I don't know if I'd say simple necessarily. It's probably going to be pretty convoluted and complicated like always, but I'm into it. It'll be great. We drafted teams of 3 video game characters, and every week we're going to be competing in other video game events from other games and worlds, much like a Wreck-It Ralph scenario. So it's going to be pretty fucking great. It's going to be awesome. So we got a huge turnout on the PoP Discord, and we got 14 teams playing this time, which is pretty fucking outstanding. Love it. So without further ado, here we go. I'm going to go in here, pull up the list of teams, which you can do at pop.atzinc.org. That's where all this stuff is going down. It's going to be playing the games and everything.
So yeah, this time instead of doing like on Discord or email or whatever the fuck, you're going to put your arguments into the actual website, and then we'll be able to read them on air.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Always appreciate Zero for putting these together.
Yeah, for no reason at all. Just for the hell of it. Because he's a real mensch, that guy. So.
I forgot what I named my team, and when I was reading through the team names, I suddenly realized.
All right, so without further ado, we got Coach Cat's Nintendo Bros, which is Mario from Odyssey, Breath of the Wild Link, and Bowser from Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Ooh, tough.
Yeah, Bowser's going to be a real trouble unless it's like, for this event, you got to go through something small.
And I'm probably just going to agree with her because Bowser's my Smash man.
I mean, Bowser, Link, and Mario is pretty, that's pretty well-rounded. That's tough.
Like, I don't know. I think Bowser could win this fight.
No. Bowser's my go-to in Mario Party. And I always talk like Bowser the whole way through. Nicole hates it. Jackson loves it. Coach Denham's Forceful Archaeological Ninja Corp. You got Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order. That's the Ginger Jedi from the new game. Lara Croft from Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. Darwin's Evolution is Inevitable. You got Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell, and Starkiller from The Force Unleashed.
Oh, what a team of incels.
And
Jose thought that one was really funny.
I don't know why, but I did.
Tickled. Color me tickled.
Goats team, the Goats Angels, which is they're all Alex Dylan and Natalie, which are the Charlie's Angels from the GameCube Charlie's Angels game.
Those actually, the way you guys were describing them, those character models don't look as bad as I expected.
They're pretty bad.
Knize is like, I'd jerk off to those.
Hey.
Oh, God.
I highly recommend you look it up on YouTube and watch them in action. It's terribly upsetting. It's
The
really
noises. You got to hear the noises they make.
Oh, see, I had it muted because we're doing the show, so I bet it's even worse than I thought.
You got to go back.
Oof. Kelly's a dragon and 2 mad dogs. So you got Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima, both from Yakuza Kiwami, and Wario from WarioWare Inc. Vetter rocking 8-bit Warriors. That's going to be Link from Majora's Mask, the Gamer Kid from Lego Dimensions, and Knuckles from Sonic and Knuckles.
Lego Dimensions is a good strategy. Mary and I were talking about characters from Disney Infinity, which, you know, the concept of that game is...
That also could work, yeah.
You could fucking pull out whatever the fuck you want, really, out of that toy box.
Pretty much you can think of the game, yeah. Speaking of, Knize has got the kill screen. His team is Fred Durst from SmackDown Just Bring It. Big-headed Bill Clinton from NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Yes.
And the Velociraptor from the Genesis Jurassic Park game.
Yeah. I was really struggling to put a team together. I take these actual fantasy sports very seriously. And I was struggling.
Clearly.
I was struggling with my team, and then I was like, you know what? Just need to put some dinosaur legs on it.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll do it.
Now looking back, I wish I would have made a team exclusively of players from Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
Dude, that game fucking rules.
Fred Durst was in that, too.
Yeah.
That's
That Fred Durst was what made me think of it.
Kicking the shit out of people is ludicrous. Great. Juggalo John has the Blue Star Makers, which got Steve from Minecraft, which is another pretty good pick for this game. Mega Man from Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Kirby from Smash Bros. Ultimate. Mary's got Team Bioshock, who is Jack from Bioshock, Booker DeWitt from Bioshock Infinite, and Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite. I don't know anything about any of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, ditto. Jack
Kristen-
just looks like an old man.
Jack looks like a young man.
Well, but a picture of a young man who has since aged into an old man.
That's still a picture of a young man. What if he died at like 22?
You know what? For purposes of this game, let's assume that Jack died at 22.
There you go. Kristen reached out with the trash bags, which is Trevor from GTA 5, a real trash bag, Pilgor from the Goat Simulator, and Claptrap from Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Shark came in with the fuck? What is that word?
Therianthropy?
Therianthropy?
Thanks,
Okay.
Shark.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You do realize we have to say these things out loud, right?
A whole bunch of times, you fuck.
Spell it phonetically next time.
Jose, you take that one.
The Reanthropy.
But it's one word.
The Reanthropy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So Spider-Man for the PS4 game. Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5. So it's like the fake ass, not even a real snake. And Super Shadow from Shadow the Hedgehog. My team, the best team, Kiss My Bits. We have Mega Man X from Mega Man X7. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy 7. Mega Man from X6. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy 7. And Kratos from the newest God of War. The Guzmaniacs, Master of Bats Rivia. Master Chief from Halo. Batman from Arkham Knight. And
No, not
Gerald.
Master of Bats. Master Bats of Ravia.
My mistake. The Master Bats Rivia.
The masturbating Rivias.
Masturbating Rivets. That's how you're going to get the new Rona. From
Masturbating bats.
We got Master Chief, Arkham Knight Batman, and Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher 3. And Mahoney's GameStop Die Bitch. Which includes the Goose from the Untitled Goose game, Prince of Persia from Sands of Time, and 8-Bit Bo Jackson from Tecmo Bowl.
I thought for sure that was Tito.
Yeah, I did. I assumed Bo Jackson was Tito too.
And
Nope.
Mahoney did go back and change to the goose.
I did. So here's the deal. I had Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, Goose is so much better.
See, but I was thinking of him from the multiplayer. And then today, I was watching a video of the multiplayer. He wasn't part of the fucking multiplayer. So it was a choice between the goose and the Nazi teddy bears from Conker's Bad Fur Day's multiplayer, and I went with the goose.
The goose is a good chaotic choice.
Yeah, Goose is a good pick.
It's not going to matter because the Prince of Persia is going to freeze all your asses, and he's just going to stop time. And
Yeah,
win every
but Prince
challenge,
of Persia is not going to be in every competition, so.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I also have Bo Jackson, who is a literal god. So.
Unstoppable. But all he can do is carry a ball and run with it.
Excuse me? All he can do?
Like that's...
Bo knows way more than that.
Well, not in the game, though.
Oh, yes, he does.
Do
you think they put a dumbed-down Bo Jackson into Tecmo Bowl? No.
I can't wait
Well,
until...
yeah, stuck with the powers and restraints within the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody said anything about his level of knowledge.
So what you're saying is he's super smart.
Yeah.
Well, Bo knows.
Bo knows, yeah.
That's what I'm
Bo
saying.
does know.
No, I've heard this rumor.
That's what I'm saying.
I just can't wait until the Untitled Goose goes up against the Velociraptor and something.
Yeah, me neither. Fucks that Velociraptor right up. If you were walking home from the grocery store and you encountered a goose and a Velociraptor, 9 out of 10 times you're more afraid of that goose.
You're just confused about the Velociraptor.
Geese walk around with an unearned sense of confidence.
Exactly.
Up.
The Velociraptor's keeping a respectable distance from you. You got your hands up. You're backing away. That goose, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, that Goose is going to be dangerous.
Big-headed Bill Clinton goes, bite him.
If anybody needs to be afraid of the Velociraptor, it's Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but he probably shows up riding it with a saxophone.
You guys ready to hear the week 1, game 1 announcement?
I'm too busy imagining Bill Clinton taking a cigar out of a Velociraptor's vagina and going, "Oh, smells nice."
Oh my God!
Choose your fighter.
All right, so in the judges' room, which we're the judges, even though we're competing, we got game 1 for next week. It is Street Fighter 2. The objective: competitors must complete the bonus stage by destroying a car faster and more thoroughly than the competition. So competitor selection is now open. Please select one participant. Selection,
oh my God.
Selection will
Easy.
close April 21st at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So what are the rules, guys?
I thought, the rules are right underneath it?
Yep.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the rules. Those are the general rules.
Okay, the same ones. Okay.
It's characters only have the abilities, items, powers, etc. from their specified game. However, they are at the peak of that game. Played by the rules of the game. Your character can't murder everyone else to win. Team will get extra consideration if they have some sort of history or connection or a theme, being from the same developer, same series. And then the referees are the game developers themselves. They see the game source code and know if you're trying to pull off any cheating shenanigans. So let's fuck up a car, you guys.
Hell yeah.
And so now, we are going to, take into consideration your arguments, but keep in mind, this challenge is wrecking a car.
Yeah.
It's fairly self-explanatory.
If you're a participant, you go to pop.zinc.org. Go to the coach's room. You got to log in. You got that password when you first picked your team. If you forgot your password, DM0. And then you pick your fighter, and then you enter your argument for your fighter underneath that. So it's not just pick and go. You also have to give your argument. So I think I know who I'm going with. I just got to write out my argument.
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor's gonna be chewing on that car for a real long time.
Right.
Oh, I know who you're going with, and if it's not who you go with, I'm gonna be really mad.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You better have a song ready.
Yeah. I think...
the music.
Yep, there it is.
Just one of those days.
Yeah, boy.
Google ass bitch.
Like shit, I might just vote for you right off the bat.
Kelly's bobbing his head like, fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna just choose a person at random from my team and say, fuck it, give the point to Knize.
I can't wait to see which Charlie's Angel punches the shit out of this car.
I'd go apparently use their butt.
I'd go Lucy Liu because she's probably got some. I mean, yeah, I'd go Lucy Liu.
Go on.
Nope. Don't need to go any further than that.
Now, important to remember, for those of you listening that maybe have not put in your picks yet, which is probably most of you because it's just live right now.
Yeah, it just happened.
You cannot pick the same character, same player 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
So we got to keep that in mind. Like if you want to pick your fucking powerhouse, you're gonna take your powerhouse off the board for the next 2 weeks at least.
And how many weeks is this? How many events?
Oh shit.
7.
Yep.
Yes.
Is it really 7, or did you just make that number?
No, it's really 7. You jerk.
It's 7. The finals will happen the week of June 2nd.
Kelly said no.
So we're gonna ride out the next month and a half in quarantine playing actual fantasy esports, you guys.
God damn it! I want to not be home by the time this ends. I would like to leave the house before we crown a champion.
And I got 10 more days before the Wisconsin safer at home thing comes up, so I'll be going to work soon.
Yeah, ours was supposed to be up today, and they were like, "Nope, the 30th."
Quick.
I don't know enough about BioShock, but all those people look like regular people.
Yeah, they're not though. BioShock has some crazy shit in it.
I'm worried about them smashing up a car, and I don't know about this goat.
I think they can smash some cars.
Oh, I think that goat can smash some cars.
You got a goat and a robot, and then a regular old dude.
Yeah, but that regular old dude's a fucking maniac. Trevor's a goddamn maniac. Like my favorite part about playing GTA 5 was there's 3 characters you play as, and you can, in the intertime between missions, you can pick whoever you want at any given time, right? But like while you're not playing as the other 2 guys, like they're doing shit, they're living their lives. So you'll switch to the one guy, and you'll cut to his house. You'll cut to him. You'll zoom up where you are, zoom into where he is, and so he's like, he's at his house. He's watching TV until he fucking turned it off, stands up, and you're playing as that guy. One time I was playing, and I switched to Trevor. It zoomed out, zoomed me across into the middle of fucking nowhere, dropped me on Trevor, who was wearing a t-shirt and a tutu on top of a mountain, and it was like, all right. Good luck finding the next mission, you fuck. Because he was tripping balls on a mountain for no reason.
Well, I mean, there's a reason to trip balls on a mountain.
Trevor's fucking nuts. I was like, I'm calling a cab. Let's see what happens. All right, so this will be good. This will be great. So,
yeah, stoked.
Again, pop.atzinc.org. The link will be in the Discord channel as well. Let's fucking have a good time with this. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I wasn't quite sure about is what type of events we were going to be competing in, and if week 1 is any indication, I like where this is headed.
I like where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. All right, so let's. I said comics are canceled, so so there's no comics. But we do have some Japan shipping to talk about.
You know what's funny?
日本のたわごとが好き。
Nikes Japan shit.
What's
Sorry,
funny?
you know what's funny about comics being canceled? Wasn't there that one week where DC still put out new stuff and no one gave a fuck?
Well, I mean, you tell us, like, you're on the front lines.
Isn't that like all the weeks?
But like, yeah, I thought the first week they put out stuff digitally and like no one cared. Like,
that was the digital only comics. Like the regular shit didn't come out.
Okay, I thought they were putting out everything.
No, it was just like the digital only titles, like that,
Okay.
that Batman animated one. They put that out.
Okay, that makes more sense. Why I haven't heard anything about the DC books
Because they
from
put
that
out
week.
the whole line, people would be burning that shit to the ground.
Yeah.
For reasons. I did go back, finally read that Transformers Terminator crossover.
That was cool.
It was pretty cool. The premise is not at all what you would expect. The fucking Terminators and Skynet send a T-800 back to 1983 to try to stop the Transformers from coming to life, because in this world the Decepticons have taken over and Skynet is like the resistance, which is kind of great. Real interesting take on that. That's fun. But talking about some Japan shit, I'm a few episodes into the second season of Tokyo Ghoul. Have you watched this, Kelly?
No, I haven't.
The problem with Tokyo Ghoul is it's fine up until the finale of the first season, and like I don't know at this point, I don't know why anyone is doing anything that they're doing. Like none of the motivations makes any sense. Like the lead guy is like he's running around with the bad guys, like blowing shit up, and he was like, before that he was just some dude trying not to be a monster, and I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm a monster now. I guess I'll run around with the head monster guys. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. But the thing I did like though, very much enjoying the Gantz anime. Check that out on your recommendation, Kelly. Have you ever seen that or just the books?
Yeah, I've never actually watched it. I've only read it.
It's weird because like it definitely has the same vibe. I did read that Gigant on your recommendation too, about the giant porn star lady.
Oh yeah.
Which is like this delightful little slice of life comic with one very distinct difference that makes it not just the slice of life comic, which is kind of great.
Like when it rains shit from the sky.
Yeah, and yeah, until then it's just normal. But so I know like in that book, the backgrounds look like hyper rendered or photos or whatever. Then you draw on top of them, and so that's probably like the style, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how all his books look.
Yeah, so they do a similar thing in the Gantz show where the backgrounds they almost look like they're on a different plate. They're like CG, but not like hyper rendered. They're just kind of these weird fake environments, and the characters are like almost these flat things on top of them. It's a very weird look. Like it looks cool. Like it's not bad at all, but it definitely looks like a kind of animated version of what that style would look like, and I kind of appreciate that. It's kind of cool. And it's on the Funimation app. I think it's like 26 episodes or something, and I'm like 4 in. I watched a bunch of them last night. I was wanted to put on just kind of keep something going before bed, but I ended up kind of falling into a hole. And they have the movie on the Netflix. It looks pretty slick too.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. So the premise of Gantz, which Kelly shared a few weeks ago, is people right before they're about to die, they get zapped up and they get spat out into this apartment room with a bunch of other people who almost just died. And this big black orb thing is like, cool, now that you're all here, go kill these aliens. And, you know, if you go kill the aliens, you win, everything just go back to normal, but they're all just regular assholes. They just die horrible deaths. Like, it's insanely violent.
Yeah, it's crazy violent.
Yeah, it's nuts. So if you're in the mood for something hyper violent, but like fun, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take itself seriously at all. Like not even a little bit. So check out the Gantz for sure. What you got, Kelly?
So Toei's got their Tokusatsu YouTube channel that they put up, and they're slowly adding things.
All kinds of shit on there.
Yeah, and so I just went to the bottom of the uploads, and I'm working my way up with things that look interesting. So the first thing I watched was a series called Jiban, and it's pretty fucking rad because it's just straight up Japanese RoboCop. Like down to the car, he pulls the gun out of his leg holster.
Oh, so it's straight up Japanese
He
RoboCop.
fucking twirls the gun.
Oh shit, okay.
Like when he's going to take down a criminal, he reads them like the codes of how he does like the 3 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight up Japanese RoboCop, but then he fights monsters. It's pretty fucking rad. Like I recommend Jiban for sure. I also watched on there Jan Person, and that's not very good. That's like pretty objectively bad, but at least it was fun. So like I watched the first episode, and the first episode's nuts. Like that one I can recommend watching. Episode 2 is really boring, so I bailed on it halfway through. But yeah, first episode of Jan Person worth watching just to see, because it's fucking weird, and there's a bunch of dudes flying around on what I can only assume are like wires attached to cranes with the weirdness of their movements. And like just
very dangerous.
And shit's just blowing up and stuff. And like there's these weirdos who are, I think they're robots, and they're just walking around and they just open their mouths, and like the camera zooms in on their face, and then eventually like they shoot fireballs out of their mouths. But it's very just awkwardly filmed. So yeah, that's what I've watched on there so far. And then also on YouTube, I watched the first episode of a new indie tokusatsu show called Dogengers. And it's about a group of like actual heroes from Fukuoka that got a show made about them. And you know, they're the weird little mascots you see from Japan. Like one of the dudes is a hero for a pharmaceutical company who solves the excess antibiotic problems and tells you, take your medicine and drink some water.
That's so fucking strange.
Yeah. And it's a fun little show. Like the effects are really good. The suits are cool. It's funny. Like I felt like it was made for me when they did a whole terrace house joke.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like it was, my worlds were colliding. Like it's really fun. I retweeted it, I'm sure. Someone added English subtitles to it, and it's a pretty easy process. You just have to download like a Chrome extension and then drop the subtitle file in there, and it plays really easily.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's a really easy process. So you can watch it with subtitles that way. But yeah, that's what I've been watching Japan shit-wise. Still reading through Berserk with the giant hardcovers, and man, I fucking love that series even more now. Because it's just like, I'm just remembering how good it was. Like later in the series, shit gets real bad. Like in terms of the things that happen to people. Like it's still a good series, but just awful shit happens all the time. And where I'm at now, people are actually happy. And it makes it all the more heartbreaking when stuff happens. So it's like I'm still reading through it. Like I grabbed the 4th hardcover today, and I flipped through and saw like the bad shit starting to happen. And I was like, okay, I still have like 400 more pages or so before it gets really bad.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that with the Final Fantasy remake, because they're fleshing out some of the supporting characters in ways they didn't get to the first time.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I'm really liking these guys. Oh, they're all gonna die soon. They're not gonna make it. That's a bummer.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to get too attached to them, but
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it for Japan shit for me.
Oh, shit, yeah. What you got, Knize?
I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I just want to share one more story from Hoarding Buried Alive.
Fucking no.
And it was from, I had a list of 9 things.
What's Hoarding Japan?
I
made a list.
I had a list
he
of
has a hoarding list.
I had a list of 9 things I wanted to talk about.
Hoarding hoarders.
One of them was that mummified cat I showed you the video of earlier.
Jesus.
But the episode we watched tonight, you guys. So older guy, mustache, fucking shit. Like he doesn't even live in his house anymore. He's staying at a hotel a mile down the road because it's just not livable anymore. So I forget who the chick was, but they usually have family members or friends take a walk through the hoarding house to kind of see. Usually these people haven't been in these houses for 10 years and they're fucking shocked. So they walk into the guy's bedroom, and up on this pile of trash is like one of those TV VCR combos, just probably 6 feet off the ground, sitting on a pile of trash, and there's a VHS sticking out of it. The woman pushes the VHS and it
Please
goes
tell me
in.
it's porn.
It
Please
goes
tell me it's
in.
porn.
It goes in, and it automatically starts, and it's a Girls Gone Wild video.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I laughed so fucking hard because
That's incredible.
Because like just imagining this guy making soup in this room where shit is piled to the ceiling, and the fact that he has a Girls Gone Wild VHS just ready to go.
That sweet fucking the steel drum background music.
Oh yeah. I was telling Mary about when I got suckered into the Girls Gone Wild scam, and you order that first one and it's a double disc and it's like $8, but then you're signed up. You're signed up for Girls Gone Wild now, and like you can't just cancel online. You have to call and talk to somebody. And like, I was 19 at the time, so I didn't want to talk to anybody about my porn habits. So every month I'd get another Girls Gone Wild DVD and another $30 taken out of my bank account.
Jesus,
Boy,
that's a lot.
Where have we heard that story before?
And after that first month, they didn't even bother with cover art anymore. It was just like big old black solid letters, Girls Gone Wild, on just a solid yellow background. And
that would piss me off.
As you got further into your subscription, it got less and less like chicks just showing their tits at Mardi Gras, and more like 7 dudes and 1 chick in a hotel room.
Oh God.
But what was cool, the coolest part was
what was the cool part, Jose?
Well, he got these, but
Yeah.
I was living there too. So
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. It was when I first moved out of my parents' house, and I was like, all right, let's fucking make some soup, y'all. But man, I must have spent fucking $500 on Girls Gone Wild DVDs.
Oh no.
Like, passively. It was like my CBS All Access.
God
That's terrible.
I was telling Mary a story. One of my favorite bits from that first Girls Gone Wild DVD is like it's spring break or whatever, people are cruising along the beach or whatever. There's a Jeep full of chicks, and they're wooing for the camera, and this one turns around, pulls down her shorts and her bikini bottoms or underwear or whatever, and bends over and just gives the full view. Tampon string.
Yikes.
Yeah,
real classy.
The other one that really turned me off was the one where you could tell she was completely obliterated.
Yeah.
Like her eyes are rolling up in the back of her head, and she's
That's
like,
no good.
Yeah.
"Oh, cool."
Things got
And the guy's
real
like,
dark.
Yeah, check this out. She's going wild. And she's like,
Yeah. Remember, this was the year 2000. Like, the internet was still not quite there.
Yeah, you ordered these DVDs by calling an 800 number.
Mm-hmm.
You listened to Limp Bizkit's break stuff, and then you made some soup.
No, it was probably
on every squirt he said, "Yeah."
It was
It's
probably
one of those days where you just want to beat off.
You need to put that. You need that, Knize. If you're gonna have Fred Durst on your team, you're gonna need to pull that audio of Kelly.
Come on. But I just don't want anybody to worry. Like, I'm not punishing myself.
You're
I'm
watching
not,
it for the laughs.
I'm not in a dark place, but I genuinely enjoy it. And Mary also enjoys watching it. Like, she'll stop what she's doing in the other room when she hears hoarders happening and come and join me.
Oh my God. You know what people like, Knize? Heroin. People genuinely enjoy it, it seems.
She's not a huge fan of the bugs and the rats and stuff, but the real the
What
stories.
did Mary think of the mummified cat?
Oh man, that was cool.
Oh.
It's wild watching these people just justify things. And them breaking down over this mummified cat that they say has been gone for 2 years, but it's likely 10, especially looking at the mummified remains of the cat.
Yeah, that shit wasn't 2 years.
And like you're having a funeral and you're bawling over this cat, but like you knew that cat was in here dead somewhere. You
That cat
knew
looked
that.
like a tiny leather couch.
Yeah. You knew that. So all these people, they're sick. They're straight up sick. 9 times out of 10, it's some sort of trauma that triggered it, and it's just a shame. But
you guys remember when Knize got really into subway fights for a while?
yes, yes. This is very similar to that, I feel.
Yeah, this is a lane you traveled down before. This may be on the other side.
Yep. But then I'll get on some of that rabbit porn anime, and
there you go. Watch that. Just take a break from Hoarders and watch that.
I mean, we only really watch like 1 episode a day.
I feel like it's got to be more than
maybe
that.
2. Maybe 2 if I'm feeling frisky. Like the one with the mummified cat, I think was the 3rd in a row that we watched. But that was on like Saturday.
One at a time, except for the mummified cat. That was the 3rd one.
It's not often. It's not often that we marathon them. But the one with the mummified cat was the 3rd in a row, and after that, we were both like, "Yeah, we need to tap out." Like this is
not gonna get any better than this.
And then Girls Gone Wild VHS, and I'm back in.
Wait, was that the same house?
No. This was completely.
Oh man, if that had been the same house,
no,
that's just a legend tier right there.
Jesus. Oh God, that's ridiculous. What you got, Jose?
Everything's okay.
Laptop hard drive finally died.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Jose's singing "We Didn't Start the Fire." Get ready.
Hurt, man. But deep down inside, we know we did.
Yeah, his laptop died, and then I shuttled my laptop over him tonight, and something's up with the sound card, so that's why Jose sounds like he does, because he's on his phone.
Just on the phone and broken inside.
Oh. Now see, maybe you guys need to watch Hoarders.
No, I'm good.
Because I'm doing great.
You sound like a person on the show. You're like, I like it. It's not hurting anybody. I like being surrounded by trash and dead cats.
I love putting trash in bags and then using those bags to make furniture.
Yeah. It makes me happy. I'm not sad.
When they're really bad, like, they've got the shit piled up to like 6 feet, like where there's only a few feet of clearance to the ceiling. There's a lot of them where they just sit on top of it like a fucking dragon guarding its hoard.
God.
If you get enough shit and that weigh it down, your table doesn't wobble anymore when you eat dinner.
No.
Just surveying my kingdom.
No, not your kingdom.
Not my kingdom. The royal my.
God damn it.
So what's
what
up?
You got, Mahoney?
Oh, nothing. I've got my choice in for Street Fighter 2 Smash a Card. I'm ready to fucking go. Let's play this right now.
I like it.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. So, on that note, let's fucking call it, you guys.
If we had started on time, this would have been a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I mean, it still is a 2-hour show. We just didn't start on
Yeah, it
time.
still is.
One day we'll do. That'll be the next show me and Kelly do. He's on the call and I just speak in memes.
Oh, that was great. You guys missed it. So Jose could hear us, but his mic wasn't working. And Kelly, was it Kelly who suggested or Mahoney?
Yeah, I said he should just send memes.
Yeah, he just started communicating in memes through our Facebook message, and it was actually really working great.
It worked really well.
We were like, okay, Jose, you need to get off the call and restart your laptop. And the next GIF that he sent was the black kid doing the deuces and then disappearing. It is the universal language, memes.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Grizzly innocent.
Get your picks in. Go to the Discord, follow the rules there. Go to pop.atzinc.org, and we're gonna smash up some cars next week. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Lee, why did you pick the old man version of Kratos?
Because he's seen the most shit.
Caesar.
He has multiple kick-ass weapons, great abilities.
Yeah, he's
'cause
basically.
by then you can pretty much do anything you could do in the previous games.
Yeah, he's leveled up.
All right.
Do they still have the sex mini game in the new one?
The new one did not, mostly because he was mourning the death of his wife, running around with his son the whole time.
Oh, I
Well,
hope
we know that your Kratos doesn't.
Oh
fuck
man,
then.
you picked the sad old man Kratos.
He's not sad. He's just.
You just said he's sad.
But by the end of the game, at the peak of the game, as per the rules, Kratos got his groove back.
Oh, he fucks?
Oh, he gonna fuck when he's done for sure.
I hope one of the competitions that Zero has planned for us is the sex mini game from God of War, because you know who I'm gonna bring for that one.
I'm bringing the goose.
Steve Austin?
Yeah.
Oh
Big
yeah.
wig.
Oh my god.
The goose is gonna.
Imagine if both heads are as big.
Goose is gonna peck the shit out of that clip.
Wow.
What in the intro? We'll talk to you guys next week. For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and that goddamn filthy D. Jen Mahoney. I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch? Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.